Hey guys, Woody FPV quad build part 2. I got the parts all painted up and I got my ESCs and power distribution board all soldered up. So as you can see, I have 2 ESCs on the left and 2 on the right, or vice versa. And then I have 2 sets of leads coming out of the power distribution board right here. These are 2 leads. One's going to go to power my 12 volt camera equipment, and the other one is going to be going to power the NAS board. So these will be connected, one to a 5 volt step down and one to a 12 volt step down for the camera. 5 volts for the board, 12 for the camera. And then of course my power cable in connecting to the battery. So if I hook it up like I just said with 5 volt 12 volt step downs, I can run either 3 or 4S on the on this quad. So that's my plan. And the 12 volt is going to first go through, actually it's probably going to go first through a 12 volt, or not a 12 volt, but through a LC filter, real small LC filter. I'll mount in here someplace and then run it up into the camera after the step down. And then the 5 volt doesn't need to be filtered, it's just going to run directly to the board after it's stepped down to 5 volts. So got all the parts painted up. It looks pretty decent. I'm happy with it. Here's a closer look if you want to see that a little better. I thought about putting some liquid tape on these connections, but I don't think it's necessary. I'm going to be having the NAS board over the top of it, with everything will be covered by a plug. And then the way these wires are going to work, it's kind of pretty tight. So originally I designed it to bring them over. So the 2 ESCs on this side will strap down over here, and vice versa. These will come over and strap down, and then all the wires will get pushed down and basically sandwiched between the NAS board and the power distribution board. So I'm not exactly sure that's how I'm going to do it. I did some other configurations where I'm twisting the wires and mounting these like this. But I'll see what works best, and then we'll of course end up going with that. And then I have a hole in the center on each side. So what's going to happen after I double stick tape down the ESCs to their locations, 2 side by side on this side, 2 side by side over here. After they're double side sticky tape stuck down, then I'm going to run a zip tie over each one of them just to hold them in place. The zip tie may not be necessary, but we'll see. That's the plan anyway, and that's what I drilled that hole in the center for. And I got all the other parts painted up and ready to go. So there we go. Got the bolts holding the boards on there. Another look at the distribution. I just decided on this power plug to solder to 2 pads on each side, just to give it some extra strength for pulling, so it doesn't pull those pads off of here if I wreck and it rips the battery off of there. So we'll see how that works out. I think it'll be fine, but time will tell. I guess next, guys, we'll be getting these ESCs strapped down and taped down, and then following that, I'm going to be connecting up the step downs, the 12 and 5 volt step downs, along with the LC filter for the 12 volt camera equipment, and then get the NAS board put on there and connected up and screwed down. So far so good. It's tight space. I think this is probably about the smallest you could build a quad with this equipment. So hope you guys are enjoying it. Stay tuned for build number 3.